Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. And the Gators will kick it away to start. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas A&M's offense will take the field first. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Parker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Aggies come to the line in a hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hart. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs. So Florida's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that game.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Good right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Here's a heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game one, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down.
At the 24-yard line. Coming up, fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Great place to start for this offense. He'll keep it himself. Got some room to run. Past the sticks and still on his feet. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Gators just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking for room. It's Turner. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability to stop the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need to push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
They'll go right back to the run. Got the first down and more. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He wants to change this route. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away.
One of the things I love about this offense is they love to go for it on fourth down, and we've seen it early in this game already. I think you're going to see it again here. They've got supreme confidence in their offense to be able to go get it done, and get the feeling this is a big-time play in this game. They're able to convert this one. The momentum is squarely on their side.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On third and long, a check down will be the last resort. Unloads to the wideout. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running unit.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Handoff to the fullback. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
Caught over the middle. It's Norman. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Texas A&M going up tempo. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down.
Oh my! He's just fucking, what the fuck, man?
Turnover can swing momentum, bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the foot.
Bro, am I just fucking like? No, he fucking goes with himself. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
And picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Bringing the heat.
Let's go.
Trying to make magic with his feet.
No.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the run, it's Turner. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, that's a live ball. Defense has it.
Fuck it up. Are you kidding me? A flag, bro.
He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. The defense gets bailed out after giving up that big play, coming back because of the penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty.
Fuck, I do Bob and Lee. Nigga, what's up?
Touchdown, Texas A&M. When you're handed a break
just like that,
unbelievable field position like that, you better
just
finish
like that.
the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout.
Let's go, good
Through his
baby.
hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way.
Let's go. Fucking weird, bro.
Field position with the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wideout, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll get rid of it. He
Where's the
can't
flag?
find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And this fullback, he's a part of the running attack. It's not just going to be tailbacks carrying the football. The fullback, he can do some work as well running between the tackles. He showed you there.
The offense changing the play. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Norman. On the move at the 30. They've got the 1st down, mark it at the 26 in the waiting seconds of the half. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the 2nd half and start making some plays.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. 6th play of the drive coming up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And
That's a
boy,
first.
he's
Get the
close
fuck
to that
out.
1st down,
Suck
maybe
it.
just a couple of inches short. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Aggies will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
Oh my God,
Picked
bro.
off, and they
I
ruin an early drive
never
with the
fucking
turnover.
failed.
And they
I
come
can
up
take
with
you
a
through.
big play to make make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you?
Texas A&M has it teed up to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
See, but my niggas don't fucking get off of their assignments and fucking do the fix.
Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude, running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him, and then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end.
Like, I was literally there,
Connection
man.
to the right.
It's fucking pumped up and down. What kind of fun shit is that?
Play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. And the Gators look to keep this drive humming. Fakes to grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow...
Touchdown,
I knew
Florida!
the one time I didn't fucking switch to him early. He was fucking behind him. It was a fucking glitch.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his spot. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. Looking for a gap. It's Hart. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
That's reeled in. It's Norman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Might be changing the route. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it.
This game hates me.
Look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll run this play from the pistol. Quarterback on the keeper. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets up,
Headed to the end zone.
No punch out.
Quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this guy.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Man, it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
That's what defensive stops do. That's what getting loud does.
No good. The lead is still 6 after the miss. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They go to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him
fucking switch this guy out. What a shitty game by me right now. Oh, shit.
down. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Power football with the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
What the fuck just happened?
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll go to the fullbacks. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Norman. Still on his feet at the 45. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Norman. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Aggies want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down. And they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver knocking it loose.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll try to get it through the air. They'll run the screen. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. That last one leaves him 8 yards away from pay dirt. It's second and goal. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
I think most coaches on fourth and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big fourth down.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Second and 8 coming up.
Get it.
On these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
It's first and 10 for this offense from the 42. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Montgomery. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Single back formation, and they give it to us. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll pull it on read.
Let's go!
Fuck you. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Wants to adjust the pattern.
Maybe switch up. You already know what I did. I'm stupid.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Breaks the tackle. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line. They're lining up on first and 10 from the 38. They're going to ride this running back.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The Aggies have a lot of options on second and inches. Give to the fullback. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. give to the fullback. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the back.
Good shit, Hart. Good shit, baby.
Gets the first down. As they try to finish the deal.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Hart. Beck's going for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. They'll try to tack on an extra point here deep in the game. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
A lot of times late in games you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, trying to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quickly.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
And this offense has been a struggle mess. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
That pass not close as he got twirled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. Throws to the tight end. Big man has it at the first down and more. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Keep it in the air. Catch in the middle, it's Sullivan. He's stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
Tackle first. Let's go.
On 3rd down in this defense, trying to make sure they stay on top. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. A shot toward the end zone.
Let's go,
it's
baby.
Incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Under a minute to go. Just take a knee here and avoid the potential for disaster.
And we've seen it, Reese, very recently in schools that might be in the Sunshine State that decided to run the football and run plays and it's come back to bite them. So there's nothing wrong, Jesse, with being conservative, taking a knee, taking the victory.
I think Miami and Georgia Tech are heeding your advice very, very carefully based on what we've seen in those recent years. Don't have to overthink this thing. Victory formation, leave the stadium with a W.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got the first down and still on his feet. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Parker. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Quarterback may change this route. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Sloppy ass game, low.